implementing everything that you've learned since day one and have started to make shifts in your life over these last few days. I hope yesterday you took away with the emotional frequency ladder, listening to Joni and learning how to change and shift your emotions every single moment of the day if you choose to. It's all your choice. Remember, I'm Brenda Kish, your transformative Nora Reiki master, helping you turn all of your struggles into miracles to release stress, anxiety, and overwhelm so that you can live in a feeling so that you can live feeling calm, confident, and connected. Today, day 5, we're going to be talking about the new empowered you. Be the new empowered you. And as you've heard, you have all of the answers that you already need to live a life feeling guided, protected, directed, vibrant, energetic, happy, healthy, wonderful. And this is your opportunity today to begin to create that for yourself. And you're going to let your soul speak. You're going to really discover who you are on your soul's level and allow that to emerge. Allow that to be where you put your focus and your communication, like we talked yesterday, right? So we're going to take that communication and focus, and we're really going to develop it today into an identity of yourself that you want to be versus where you think you are. So many people let their past experience identify who they are, or their feelings or emotions to identify who they are. Like, I'm depressed, I'm stressful, I'm anxious. Those are ways to identify yourself as that. Whatever you attach after I am, you become. Excuse me. So it's important to really be mindful of what you are saying and stating about yourself. So today we're going to let go of the traumas and the behaviors of our past and really identify where you are and where you want to go. Because until you do that, you have no map, no game plan, no direction into where you want to be. And the universe will just continue to support you where you're at. So for a moment, I'd like to take you through this process. And in this process, you're going to close your eyes. So wherever you're at, hopefully you're in a place where you can close your eyes. If not, you'll come back to this moment. I'm just opening up my lines, my process here. Okay. So go ahead and close your eyes. Just take a breath to connect with yourself. Breathe in and out. Breathe in again and out. One last time, breathe in and out. Allow your eyes to close if they're open. If they're already closed, leave them closed. Just imagine that you woke up and everything in your life just worked out. Meaning everything was resolved from any feeling, any issues. Everything was all just resolved in this moment right now. And you no longer have to wish for things and want things. Your career, your finances, your relationships were all exactly where you wanted them to be. Your family life was just how you always desired it. You had the energy to do things that you love to do. Just allow yourself to dream in this moment, right here, right now. Just imagine how your life could be even better than it already is. Imagine what it would begin to look like if everything was resolved. What would it feel like? What would you feel like every day? What emotions would you live in? What would life sound like if you've allowed yourself to create the life that you desire? What opportunities would be available for you? What new things would come into your life now? What else is possible? What would you desire? What would you dream about? How would you dress? How would you feel in your skin? Notice the way you stand or sit, your facial expressions in this beautiful life you're creating. Notice what you're thankful for now. Notice how relaxed your body is. What would you be saying to yourself or to others? How would you feel every day? Just allow this sensation of accomplishing all of this get stronger and bigger and brighter. Just allow yourself to dream even bigger than you can imagine right now. Putting all your past aside and just allowing you to create the life that you want. What would you be doing with your family or your friends? What would you be doing for work? Or for fun? How much money would you be earning? Or contributing? Or both? What would your life look like on a daily basis? Step into that moment and feel it and experience, see it bigger, brighter, more vivid, allowing it to grow and expand right in front of your eyes. And as you see it now, I want you to step 1 week into the future of living this lifestyle, living this life, feeling the way you feel now. What's possible? What have you noticed? What shifts have you made? Are you smiling more? Do you feel lighter and happier? Allow yourself to go 6 months into the future, 6 months into the future, living in this dream life that you dream and desire. What's improved in your life? How's your health, your well-being, your mental state, your relationship with yourself, with others? What are you doing? How are you living? And take that in, give gratitude for what you've created for yourself in the past 6 months. And then go 6 months into the future. So 1 year from today, 1 year out into the future of living this resourceful life. Notice what's possible for you now. Notice how your relationship has shifted, your health, your well-being, your family, your fun, your money, your career. What opportunities, what doors are opening for you now? What emotional states do you live in now? Happiness, contentment, peace, calmness, confidence. Take it all in, knowing that you can only see what exists already within you, or you couldn't see it in the first place. Knowing that this is your life and it's available for you. The mind doesn't know what's the difference between what's vividly imagined and what's reality. So allowing yourself to spend time in this experience every single day, taking it all in, giving gratitude for this moment, and allowing yourself to come back to the present here, looking at your worksheet, my life would be, and just write and journal whatever came to you. Just letting it all out, knowing as your pen hits the paper, it just comes out fluidly, with ease. There's nothing to think about, nothing to remember. It's all right there at your fingertips. And as you write it out, know that this is your reality. This is your truth. This is what's available for you as you continue to work on yourself, continue to heal from your past, continue to release the beliefs, rewrite your new stories. What would it mean to you to have this life now? Next question. What would it mean to you to have this life now? And as you write down what it would mean to you to have this life right now, I want to give you a special opportunity to make this a reality for yourself, to resolve all of the traumas, the hurt, the stress, the overwhelmed, the anxiety, and really step into that life that you just saw, that you just created, or the life that you desire, you want. And so for today only, I'm offering a free awareness to change call, a call to help you discover what it is that's holding you back. What is it? What are the patterns you need to change? What behaviors are taking place so that you can make a difference in your own life? And all you do is go to callwithbrenda.com, book your awareness to change call. I am forming a group right here and now. The course Fear to Freedom that you've heard people speak about. And that course is designed to take you where you are today to resolve everything and create that life that you live in. And for that, I would love for you to hear from someone who's done just that. She's been amazing and has transformed her life through this program. And without further ado, let me introduce to you Miss Jamie. Well, thank you, Jamie. Thanks for coming on today. I really appreciate you taking your time to be here with me. And as I was sharing, what is one way, or how has your life transformed through going through the Fear to Freedom course and working with me?
Oh my gosh, I'm a different person in the best possible way. I'm still me. All of the things that were true to me are still me. But, I came to you as someone who felt very anxious. I was very overwhelmed. I wasn't sleeping. I was in a cycle of arguments with almost everyone close to me in my life. I wasn't being the mom I wanted to be. My fuse was really short. I was either checking out or getting angry all the time. That's who I was, or how I showed up in the past. But in working with you, I'm a different person. Like I said, I really am far more thoughtful in how I use my words. I am more mindful of the time that I spend with my family and separating that out from time that's spent on other things. I've worked to make me a priority for perhaps the first time since I was a kid, making time for myself, which really helps me start the day on the right foot. And so I view things really differently than I did prior to working with you. Things that might have gotten me upset or created a charge, and I would have reacted to in a way that could have created an even bigger impact and a bigger effect. I now really take that time to process through what might someone else have meant. Am I taking that in through my own eyes and not the way they intended it? And the shifts that I've made within myself, looking at the changes that I've made and understanding what beliefs I had that were really limiting me and changing those so that I'm now free to be limitless. All of that has been tremendous in working with you.
That's just awesome. And if you were to look at your life where you were before starting with me and where you are now, what were the 3 emotions or feelings that you used to live in versus where you live today?
I would say that in the past, I was definitely anxious. I was aware of it all the time. I was depressed. I was truly depressed. And I was stuck. I would say those would probably be the 3 things I would look at and recognize most clearly in the version of me that existed prior. And now I am limitless, and I am charging forward, and I am excited, and I am focused on joy. And you cannot beat that. I mean, you just can't.
That's awesome. And with with that shift and being more focused on joy and moving forward, how has that impacted your relationships with your children and your husband?
Oh, so it's a different household now. My kids are no longer walking on eggshells. Which version of mom is going to show up? Am I going to say something that's going to upset her or make her just walk away? My kids know they can come to me for everything and anything. I've been able to shift my career to be more mindful and spend more time with my kids. That's something that's come up through my work with you and focusing on the future. So on the kids side, things have been amazing. And my husband and I had to put some work in. I really came to the table understanding a different version of myself. And we needed to work together to make sure that, we fit and we are better than we've been in a really long time. We're talking, we're having fun, we're spending time together, we're enjoying each other's hobbies. And those are things we just hadn't been doing. We hadn't been connected in that way.
That's amazing. Amazing. Had a question that popped in, but I was listening to you and it lost me. Hold on one second. Let's see if I can get it back. Oh, okay. So I know one of the things that we really worked on with you is setting boundaries and specifically with yourself, like setting boundaries for yourself. How has that improved? And two, how does that then ripple out into your everyday life?
Great question. For me, I had been putting everyone ahead of myself. Everyone. Even strangers on the street probably got more love and attention than I was giving to me. And so creating boundaries for time that is spent on myself, things that I will allow or not allow to hear for someone to say to me or even in my space. And that's had a ripple effect on everything. I'm much more conscious of the things I say, and I'm much more aware and interactive in the moment with someone else. That time is allotted for them, and that's our time. But I'm also really standing up for myself in ways I have not been. So, in a work environment where someone might have said something that I, in the past, would have found somewhat off-putting, but I would have just let it slide, I'm now really nicely making them aware. In situations with friends and family, when they've gotten used to patterns of just speech with each other, and some of it just didn't sit right with me for years even. And I have found ways to say, moving forward, I'd really appreciate if we could go in this direction. It's been a big change.
And how has that impacted you?
Oh, it feels amazing to know that I now live for me. And that carries over, knowing that I make myself a priority and I stand firm and stand up for myself is telling my kids that they've got to, they're able to stand up for themselves too, and that they can be strong. It's been really great. It's been really, really great.
Something you said right there is so powerful in the sense that you are modeling the behavior. Everybody's a model to their children, whether you realize it or not, and you are modeling a behavior that's now impacting them in such a positive way.
Definitely.
So that's amazing. Again, there was another point I wanted to say. It was something you said and I wanted to highlight it. Oh, okay, I have it. I love how it just comes back to me.
Me too.
So I've had the privilege with working with you privately, going through Fear to Freedom. I think it was 2 years ago.
A year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then just recently you invested again in going through the course as a group. What has been, because I'm sure there's some people listening that have worked with me a while ago, how has it helped you to go through this program again and helped you go through this program in a group?
Great. Love this because my experiences were so uniquely different. When you and I worked together solo, one-on-one, I had an amazing experience and I really made a lot of progress and a lot of change. And I came back to you this summer and looking for something. And I was truthfully nervous. I voiced that to you, moving into a group from having been in a private experience with you. Am I going to get the same level of attention? Am I going to feel as connected? And I'm going to be very truthful and say it was more. Mm-hmm. The community that developed from the group of women that I was in this program with will last us forever. We've become a family.
I just got to chill.
So, me too. I felt it too. So, whereas I knew I could always come back to you and ask you questions and bounce ideas off of you, there's one of you. And now I'm one of this entire community that right now I know that if I got off of this conversation with you, I'm sure some of them are even watching us right now.
Mhm.
But if I got off this conversation with you and I saw that, I needed something and you were still busy and you were actively doing something, I could reach out to any of them and say, this is where I am today, or I'm feeling a little bit stuck, or this is what came up for me. What do you think it means? There's a whole group of us now. And so our energy fed off of each other too, because there were things that maybe I thought, but then it kind of went away, and then someone would voice it and I would go, wait, I was thinking about that too. And I might not have ever voiced it to you because it had sort of slipped my mind. So it really added a ton of extra value for me personally, but for all of us as a group. And look, for those of you out there, and Brenda, don't get upset with me for sort of singing your praises, but for those of you who are out there who are contemplating picking up the phone and having a brief discussion with Brenda, do it. Do it. You will not regret it. This woman has changed my life forever, not just today's life. She is an incredible mentor, an amazing friend, and a woman who, while very gently being there for you, will steer if something keeps coming back up. She'll make sure you're aware of it. If she keeps hearing it, she's going to pull it out of you and get to the bottom of it. Because that's where you can get rid of it and release it and move forward as a newer version of you. So I don't know, where you are in your thinking process, everybody, but if you've heard anything I've said that's resonated with you, schedule that call with her for sure.
Thank you. You brought me to tears a little bit. I appreciate everything that you just said. I appreciate you showing up for yourself. I have a mission to help women turn their struggles into miracles, and to just see where you've come and where you are today, living in a completely different space, just fills my mission. And I appreciate everything you shared. And with one last question, and maybe last question, Jamie and I tend to go on and on and on. My question is, what type of person would you refer to take the Fear to Freedom course?
Anyone who knows that there's something bigger or better out there for you. So you don't have to be in the level of funk that I was in a year and a half ago. You don't need to be that lost. But if you are, there's hope. But even if you're not, even if it's just what's next, where do I go from here? Something's not sitting right with me in my home, in my career, in my life, in some way within me. You're the right person, because you will come out of it a better and improved version of yourself, with hope and joy and love. And those are the things, at least for me, that are at the core of my being. And knowing that I have found a well within me that I can consistently pull from of those things. Look, nobody has an amazing moment every single moment of every single day. It'd be nice to think it's that way. But no matter how enlightened we can get, no matter how true we are to ourselves, it creeps in. And so knowing that I can dig into myself and a variety of tools that I've learned from you, anybody can grow from this program. So it's for everybody.
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you putting the time in for yourself to make change in your life. I appreciate you coming on here, and actually all the people that you've introduced me to. I do appreciate everything that you've done with me, Jamie. And thank you for coming on today. And I'll be seeing you soon, I'm sure.
Absolutely. You're not getting rid of me that easy.
Is there any last message you want to share? Or do you feel everything you shared is complete?
I think so. I just want to say that if you've made it this far, if you've dedicated these 5 days to yourself and you've started to see what's possible, make the commit to at least have a conversation with Brenda. And she'll be the first to tell you if she doesn't feel she's the right fit for you. She's not here to sell anybody on anything. She's really here, like she said in her mission, to make our lives better, to provide that next step, to bring us to those miracles that we can then bring ourselves to. And so that's it. My final parting word is give yourself that gift, right? This holiday season, we all think about what we're buying the kids, what we're buying our spouse, what we're buying our friends. This holiday season, consider a gift for you. That's it.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And we'll be talking soon, I'm sure. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Jamie, for coming on. I really appreciate you. And I'm so happy and excited and happy and excited for the life that you're creating for yourself and your family. It's just beautiful to see. And I appreciate your time and sharing your story with all of us. And if that's you, if you want to create change in your life, if you want to stop letting stress, anxiety, overwhelm, frustration, or anger run your life, make this your time right here and now. Take action. As Joni said yesterday, take action and come and be courageous to book that call. Callwithbrenda.com. Take advantage now. There are select time slots that are available. So I want to give you even more than what we have. So I remember yesterday I said we're having 2 extra bonus days. So we will be meeting tomorrow and the next day, sharing even more with you so that you can begin to make even more shifts. But before we go, I want to just really identify for you at your soul, what is it that you want? Who are you? So let's just take one more minute. And this goes on to the last sheet of the workbook. So go ahead and open up that page. Take a breath. Get a pen ready. And I'm going to ask you a question. And each time I ask a question, you're just going to write down an answer. It's going to be 1 to 2 words answers only. Okay, 1 to 2 word answer only. And this is going to be who you are at your core. So question 1, who are you at your core? Answer it. Who else are you at your core? Who 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 are you at your core? And as you look through these answers, know that the last 2 or 3 are who you are at your core. And I would love to help you even more than I have this past week to really take you to a place of living confident, calm, and connected. Years ago, there was a part of me that lived hidden and unconfident and really low self-esteem, not worthy enough. Got so much into my head, I didn't even know to say hello or hi to my children. Was so uncomfortable in my skin. I was 60 pounds bigger than you see me now. I was just not in a place of happiness, even though I had created a great life, even though I had things to be happy for. It wasn't until I became internally happy that I got rid of the triggers, the beliefs around the things that we talked about, that I was able to shift my life rapidly and create a life feeling calm, confident, and connected all the time, manifesting everything that I truly desire in my life. And I want to make this opportunity for you to do the same for yourself. Take action today. Take action today. Let your soul speak. Let the core of you emerge. It's your time. You signed up here for a reason. Go to callwithbrenda.com. Book your call today, right now. Go right now and book your call. Take action. Take care of you. Give yourself this gift this holiday season to invest in yourself even more than you already have so that you can live the best year of your life. I look forward to talking with you. Remember, we have 2 more bonus days, so stay tuned and have a happy, healthy, beautiful day. And I look forward to hearing your comments in regards to the life that you desire. Share them below. Be courageous, take action now. Let everybody see what your declaration is, what your life is that you're going to manifest and create. Have a fabulous day.